That's the question as one team battles to shut the door on the season. Another hopes to stave off defeat. The NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Hung, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and GO Spurs. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Towns, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Hart in at the 4 spot. And for the Spurs, Yao is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Pippen. Then it's Jordan, and it's McLaughlin in at the point guard. You look at the Knicks. Break at the start of this series, who would have thought they'd have a chance to close out the NBA Finals in Game 5?
Unbelievable story. You have to credit their boys. They've been relentless thus far. And, hey, they've proven they can win in any environment, and that makes them all the more dangerous.
You're right. They have been relentless. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Yao. Outside Jordan. Over Hart. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now here's Towns. Rebound by Yao. Inside. And stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Brunson from downtown. Rebound by Yao.
Boy, a chilly start for this basketball team. They are just 1 for 4.
Here's Jordan. Basket counts.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. Makes quick, solid decisions.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Well, right away, coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. And here is Yao after the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Wembanyama outside. No coverage that time.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Brunson. Scottie Pippen grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. A different look now for San Antonio. Johnson, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. And Castle is subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. Yabusele, he's checked in for New York. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Bridges. Outside, Towns. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries from 10. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. San Antonio leading by 4. Here's Castle. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Brunson. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Ming. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
Pass to Yabusele. Off target with his 3. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 14-5 run here. Here's Yao. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Checking into the mix, Mitchell Robinson, Mikal Bridges, Miles McBride.
Yabusele passes to Clarkson. In the corner, it's Bridges. Bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Here's Johnson. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Yabusele out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's McBride in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Clarkson. Still yet to score.
Great effort on the glass by the big fella. Nice work.
Here's Wembanyama. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And Wembanyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut back down again to 6 with the basket from Clarkson. The 3 from Johnson. Good on the triple. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Fader on the way. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Smart use of the mid-range by Harper. A dynamic lefty who can also show off the touch.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Scottie Pippen's checked in for San Antonio. Jordan McLaughlin comes in for Harper. And then for New York, Towns comes in for Gershon Yabusele. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Now here's Towns. He's got 7. Pass to McBride. Bridges for 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Pippen. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
The court awareness improving with time. Johnson with a great pass there.
Knicks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Johnson against Towns. McBride passes to Robinson. No good again that time. San Antonio leading by 14. In the corner, Castle with it. Takes a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Castle's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Towns for 3. Rebounded by Castle.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
It's good.
Well, that jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And some changes here for the Spurs. Now comes in for Keldon Johnson. And Jordan subbed in for Castle. Then for the Knicks, Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Now, here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Here's Yao. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves. Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
16 feet away, and another basket for San Antonio.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Now here's Towns. 9 points in the game so far. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And yes, it's good. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Michael Jordan on the wing. Defended by Bridges. The shot by Jordan, no good.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Spurs out in front, leading by 17. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's just the players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Welcome, everybody, and in this pivotal Game 5, a tremendous performance thus far for the San Antonio Spurs.
The difference in field goal percentage is crazy. They're getting exactly what they want out there.
Yeah, even if adjustments are made, how does that defense really slow them down? And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series, they're right where they want to be in the series, but perhaps a bit of a letdown tonight in the first half, Jet.
No maybes, Ernie. Definitely a letdown. They got a little too comfortable.
And I'm curious to see how they respond in the second half. This is the finals. Can't give away games.
We shall see. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
San Antonio leading by 17. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Yao. It's Michael Jordan. Then there's Pippen. And it's McLaughlin in at the guard position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good from Pippen.
What doesn't Scottie Pippen do? A very polished defender who can also rain buckets down from wherever. Whenever Scottie's on the floor, he is making trouble for you.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 19. Outside, Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Now that Towns is rolling rolling, boy. You just deliver the ball on time and on target, he will do the rest.
Wembanyama against Hart. And it's Victor Wembanyama with the three. Wembanyama's got 9.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now Jordan, after Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. And the shot goes down.
And Jordan can score from anywhere on the floor. At least that's what he believes.
Hart the pass to Bridges. Some nice passing by New York here. Anunoby, good.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
90 seconds now into the second half. And that one, good.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. That 3 off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Hart pulls it down.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
Spurs leading by 21. Here's Yao. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
That one good for 2.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Wembanyama left side. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Wembanyama's got 14 points.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
And it's Brunson missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And stolen by Hart. Anunoby outside to the middle. Here's Towns. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pulls up on the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. McLaughlin's got 4 points in the quarter. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pippen against Anunoby. Hart outside. Oh, good on the 3.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
First team. Substitution on the court.
Towns for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Towns has got 9 points now in just the second half.
This is the value of having those stretch bigs. Very hard to contest that jumper.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Yabusele. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Pass to Castle. Over McBride. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. The Knicks shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Towns a screen on Harper. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Hard, he's checked in for Yabusele. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. On deep, Brunson. San Antonio with the rebound. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Cornette. Bridges with the board. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Harper. Towns, the pass to Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Brunson's got his first 2 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Cornette. Shoots over Towns. Bridges with the board. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started.
Guys, when you talk about Josh Hart, he is putting himself in the conversation for one of the best rebounding guards we've ever seen.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. New York. Free throw good. Hart.
Now the intensity, the toughness, the absolute ability to play bigger than your size. That is Josh Hart.
Both shots good from the stripe. San Antonio leading by 20. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Stolen by Brunson. Here's Anunoby. Oh, what a finish.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Johnson up top. For 3. Cleared away by Hart. Knicks trail by 18. Now Towns. Johnson surveying the floor. Now Castle. Beyond the arc. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency. And they came to play tonight, asserted their will, a terrific performance, and it'll go down as a crucial Game 5 win for the Spurs.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they've just made these finals interesting. It appeared it may be a short series, but with the win here in Game 5, that title is truly up for grabs again.
Yeah, and only a handful of teams have come back from a 3-1 deficit in the NBA playoffs. But from the display they put on tonight, it looks like they may have what it takes to join the race of those teams. And what a historic comeback it would be
if they can pull it off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Victor Wembanyama.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Yambo, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Olynyk comes in for Sohan. And Bryant subbed in for Johnson. Anunoby finds Bridges. That one falls.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. Here's Bryant. Knicks with the rebound. Now Brunson. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. People were writing their obituary before this game, but this win cast the series in a whole new light now.
And listen, they still got to win 2 more. But after seeing how they performed tonight, is there any doubt, Kevin, they're capable of it? I mean, we could be in the midst of a major comeback.
No doubt at all, you're right. And that concludes our coverage of Game 5 of the NBA Finals. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And now, our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.